Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know why I'm so out of breath today. It is probably because I am sitting down to actually record a YouTube video after like 10 days, which in hindsight isn't such a long time. But all throughout December I was literally putting up a video every 3 or 4 days because there was so much happening, and so I got kind of used to the hustle, and like now even like a 3-day gap feels a lot. Anyway, let's dive straight into why we're here today. This is a very exciting topic for me to talk about, which is home decor. And even though I did a business and economics degree, I truly feel that creativity is my passion and it's my calling, and that I will one day have a home decor and lifestyle store of my own. That's to manifestation. Fingers crossed. Anyway, today I am going to be telling you all about how to spruce up your house in a budget. So whether that's finding really nice looking quality pieces that are affordable on Amazon, or I will even like link a few other websites that I picked up really nice pieces from. Most of them are like small businesses that I found on Instagram, or then probably when I was strolling through like vintage markets like Portobello Road or Notting Hill, I just pick up pieces from there. But I will leave everything in the description box below. So a couple of days ago actually, I did put up an Instagram story. If you're not following me, please follow me. It's at Keeping Up With Slow on Instagram. I post very often and there's a lot of home decor stuff over there. So if you do find me via YouTube, please go and check out my Instagram. I'm sure you'll like it. So yeah, a couple of days ago, I did put a story where I asked you guys to poll for what video you'd like to see. Whether you want to see the best Amazon finds, or whether you want me to talk about how to spruce up your house when you have a budget. And both the options actually got equal number of votes, so it was 50% each, and I thought why not make like a combined video and include both topics in the same video. So today we are going to be talking about a few things that you can buy off Amazon that will instantly enhance the overall look and vibes of your house. So I have a list of around 6 or 7 things. I do have this notebook that I have written them down in, just in case I forget. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at this notebook. So yeah, how to make your home look expensive, how to do a really nice home decor job on a budget. If you don't have an interior person, then how to get that professional view. The first thing I want to talk about, which I think instantly elevates the vibes of your house, kind of reflects your personality, because I feel like a home is a very personal thing, and at the end of the day it should definitely reflect the personality of the people living in it. And a great way to do that is by investing in really good coffee table books. They instantly enhance like the vibe of your house. If you have guests over, it's a great icebreaker, always starts the conversation. You can keep them closed, or you can even keep them open. My parents' house, in fact, where I'm shooting this video from right now, almost every table has a coffee table book. In fact, like our living room or our living area has this little nook, like has a complete library, because that's how much my parents believe that books can really reflect one's personality. And yeah, I think coffee table books are a great kind of little sprucing up if you want to do to your bedroom, to your TV area, to your lounge, to your living room. And the 2 books that I have over here that I picked up from Amazon are, number 1 is Chrissy Teigen's book. It's called Cravings. It's a cookbook that I actually picked up in 2020 when lockdown had just started, and I had just gotten into like the whole cooking thing, and I was trying out new recipes. And I think it was one of my best purchases because I'm a total foodie and I love cooking, and it totally reflects who I am. It has like these really nice recipes for breakfast, for when you call your friends over, like dinner parties. She has these little subtitles called shit on toast. So basically like, just finding stuff in your fridge and putting it on toast if you're feeling lazy and you don't want to cook like a whole meal. So yeah, this is like a great book to kind of have in your living area or like your bedroom where you have people. It does a really great job of reflecting who you are as a person. And my second book that I have is this Eat, Drink, Nap book. It's actually a book that Soho House, which is the lifestyle chain, and they have curated this book. I actually didn't buy this book off Amazon. I was actually gifted this book by the team of Soho House, but this book is available on Amazon to buy. It's a great book for like just general lifestyle inspiration. You know, they have included pictures of their properties from like all over the world, whether it comes to home decor or food or like even linens and different fabrics used, and like a historical kind of explanation to architecture. They have really nice like recipes as well, you know, stuff that's very classic and popular in their Soho House. Yeah, the Soho House hotels are actually called Soho House residences. So yeah, it's a great kind of book that gives you like a all-rounder inspiration on life, and it's a great starting kind of book. I feel like if you're not into home decor, if you're not into coffee table books, and you kind of wanna, and you don't know where to start and you don't know what to buy, this book is like a great starting point. Another book that I always have on my coffee table is this book called Women Don't Owe You Pretty. I am actually a very big advocate for women empowerment and gender diversity, and in fact I led my university's forum of women in leadership in my last year as their president, and currently I'm the chairwoman. So it's a great you know, it's a great way for people to get to know me, I feel, and that's why I love having it on the table. And yeah, the instant vibe enhancers, instant elevation of the aura in your house, and I think it's a great way to make your house look expensive and also a great investment, right? Because books never go waste. You can always pass them down, and you can always re-gift them. It's a great gifting idea as well. So that was the first item, which was coffee table books. I think it's a must-have in every home. The second thing I want to talk about is which is a very specific thing, I feel, but I feel like it's helped me elevate my vibe really, which is butcher's blocks, like these wooden kind of trays situations. I'm not very sure if I'm even saying this correctly, but I will leave the Amazon link down below. They're kind of the wooden trays that you use to do charcuterie. I feel like they bring that little oomph to the table, you know, and like you can finally like move away from having those boring kind of cutlery that our parents bought like ages ago, and kind of get this fresh perspective by having these like wooden trays. They also double up as trays, by the way, if you want to bring anything in them. You can even eat on them, like eat from them basically, indoor, outdoor, like whether you're having a bonfire, whether you're having like a chill wine night, you can place cheeses on them, fruits on them, make a little snack platter, and I feel like it really helps to make a table setting look really professional, really classy, and they're super affordable. So that's one thing that I have introduced in my life for the last 1.5 years. And if you've ever been entertained by me, because I love entertaining and hosting people, if you've ever been entertained by me, you know how much I use these and love these and frequently bring these out to the table, and they look great according to me. For example, here you can see how I have served like a hummus platter on these, and it's a great kind of like a snacking grazing board. It also doubles up as a kind of backdrop if you're a content creator for your pictures, and like makes it seem super professional. So I think those are something that I think every house needs, and it's a great kind of very aesthetically pleasing and good looking item to have as well. The third thing actually is a subtopic of these charcuterie boards, which are actually trays and like small like gift dishes, or a small like just aesthetic accent dishes. I actually have a few with me right now. So this one is like this shell dish that I picked up earlier in 2021. Actually, this is from the London Amazon or the UK Amazon, so I'm not very sure if the India Amazon has this, but I will try to find a similar piece and link it below. But I will also link this exact one as well. I think these are great to just have in your house. They look really cute and really great, and they add that little kind of exotic seaside vibe if you're going for that vibe. I use these all over my house. As you can see here, I've used it like to keep makeup. I also use these as candle holders. I also use these to like stack up my portable chargers and keep them on my study table. So I think they have like a lot of different uses, and they're a very versatile kind of a product. And then of course, along with like these trinket dishes, it's very important to have a nice collection of serving trays. so I always invest in like nice trays. Sorry, you saw that reflection of the camera, but yeah, this is a very cute kind of glass tray. It has a mirror bottom, it has these gold edges to it, so it kind of looks expensive, but I picked it up for a super like cheap. It was like dirt cheap on Amazon. It also gives like a little brassy feel if you're going for a more like antique vibe in your house. It's a great kind of accessory to have again on your coffee tables or like your bedside table as well. You know, instead of just keeping your nighttime routine there or just keeping the books that you read, it's always, it looks kind of cute if you actually keep all of these things in the tray. And I think that really spruces things up a bit and like automatically elevates the vibe of the room. So yeah, I think good trays and like good dishes or like serving kind of platters are very important if you are trying to like invest in new home decor items. So yeah, I think these small dishes and these trays, like they're a very nice kind of addition to like the overall vibe of the house. I think they add a lot of character, and it really looks like it's been done professionally. As you can see over here, like instead of placing my center pieces on just a normal kind of a coffee table, I added this gold tray to it. Of course, this one is from IKEA, but there are lots of like similar ones available from Amazon, just in case you don't have IKEA in your country. And just adding it kind of also gives it that little definition, because as you can see, my table is rectangular but the tray is round in shape. And then I've also placed like a nice aroma diffuser, a nice candle, so it kind of looks professional, and it's like a great kind of holder just in case your vase water drips, or you know, your flowers shed any petals. It's like always nice to have something for them to fall on instead of just falling on the table. So yeah, I think like trays and like these small dishes are a great addition to the house just to spruce things up a bit. The next thing on our list actually is my favorite thing, and if you know me well, you're probably wondering how this is like the fourth thing and why this was not on the top of the list. But yeah, it's dim lighting, guys. Dim lighting is so important because I feel like it's an instant mood enhancer. It also helps the transition from night into day, and like, you know, you can use that specific room for so many various purposes. If you have like a nice dimmer on your lights, or if you have like a separate kind of light that is a dim light, it really gives the room a very calm and peaceful and aesthetically pleasing vibe. A few ways you can incorporate dim lighting are of course candles. So as you can see here, like I have used candles all over my house back in London. I loved coming into my house at the end of each day, just burning my candle. It was like a little evening routine that I had. Obviously, if your candles have fragrance, that's even better. It gives a great aroma. Try to use soy candles because they're greener and they're more sustainable and they emit less CO2. But if you're not into candles, then even investing in dim lighting is really nice. So I had this little flamingo lamp on my bedside table in London, and it used to really like elevate the vibes of the room. All of my friends, actually I got so many compliments for this lamp. And also bed, at least personally for me, when I get into bed, I don't instantly go to sleep. You know, I read a book or I scroll through my phone, and so to have that lamp on for those 30 minutes is like really soothing and really calm, and really helps you like get into that unwind zone and like, you know, then go off to sleep. So I think dim lighting is super important. I will leave the link of the lamp again in the description box below. You can check it out. Of course, you know, fairy lights are an option as well, but I feel like, guys, fairy lights are very 2015, 2016. Like, there are so many other nicer options for dim lighting nowadays, you know, if you want to have that in your room. Of course, if you're a fan of fairy lights and if you want fairy lights, there are tons of options available on Amazon, and you know, they always add that little princessy fairy vibe. But personally, I feel like they're a bit outdated and there are so many different options available. Even IKEA has these really nice block candles that are illuminated, like they're 3D candles, so they don't really have like wax and a wick, and you don't really have to burn them. It just goes on with a switch. So I will leave the link below. They're usually out of stock most of the time, but if you're lucky, you might get them. Also, I feel like along with candles, it's important to also have like really cute candle holders. I feel like they're a great investment. They're super affordable. Of course, Amazon does have really nice options, but a very underrated site to buy candle holders, and like, or anything home decor really, is actually Myntra. I think all of us really mistake Myntra to be just a clothes and shoes and jewelry site, but it's actually not. They have a lot of really nice like lifestyle related, home decor related items. They have great like cushion covers as well. That's one thing I've noticed, but I want to talk about that in like a different video. I'm going to do like a nice Myntra haul. Actually, that cushion, the one with the feathers on it, is from Myntra. So yeah, Myntra is a great place to like pick up like small accents for your house, like candle holders or like even small curios. But considering we're talking about dim lights, yeah, candle holders are a great way to kind of add that little elevation to just placing a normal candle, you know, on the table. In fact, actually, one DIY way you can make your own candle holder, that's something I did in my London house, was to actually flip over champagne glasses. I think it's like a really fun way to like hold candles, especially if you have like extra ones or you have just one or two that don't go with a particular set. I think you can just flip them over and then place a candle on top. Nobody like understands and nobody really thinks that it's DIY. It actually really looks professional and expensive. Of course, one of my favorite ways actually to showcase candles is in old wine bottles. So I have actually saved every wine bottle that I have finished and I have converted that into candle holders, because what happens is the wax kind of melts and drips down that wine bottle, and till it reaches the end actually it dries up, because the thread, like the wax streams, are really thin. It's a really nice way to kind of add that little antique renaissance feeling to your house, like these wine bottles with the dripping wax. They are kind of a hassle to clean if the wax drips down, so I used to always place it on kind of a stone surface. So whether that was a side table or, like I said, great kind of way to like use this trinket dish to keep your wine bottle in it and then let the wax drip down, because then you're gonna, even if this like, you're gonna reuse this dish for the same purpose, so it's fine even if like, you know, wax collects on it. So I think, yeah, wine bottles double up great as candle holders and look super cute and add that little aesthetic touch to your house. It's super sustainable, so instead of buying and wasting money on a candle holder, using champagne glasses or wine bottles is a super quick and easy fix. Lastly, I think my fifth and last kind of item I want to talk about is of course flowers and greenery. I think it's very important for every house to have that little bit of greenery in it, like to get the nature inside the house. It feels super fresh. Also, if you're working a lot from home, then looking at something green all the time kind of does help a lot with your productivity and motivation. Is something I have personally experienced. So I think adding that little greenery to your house is very important. A lot of you actually had DM'd me asking about how I do my flower arrangements, and I'm thinking of doing like a different video for that. But just to quickly talk about that here, you can't just get any flower and put it into any vase. Like, you know, short stem flowers have a different kind of vase, long stem flowers have a different kind of vase. If you're going to get like flowers that look like grass, like, you know, baby breath or pampas, that should be placed in a different kind of vase. So I will actually even put a link of where I learned how to do that from in the description box. You can totally use that as kind of a guide to, if you're just getting into flower arrangement and if you want to have like flowers on your coffee table or your dining table. I feel like they give a really nice fresh feel to the entire house, and also like they become a little routine, you know, like every week you go to buy flowers, you take care of them. Even plants for that matter. Like, being a plant mom has changed me so much. I never thought I really had it in me to like, you know, have like a proper routine of watering or like a routine of changing the soil, but I really enjoy doing it a lot, and I feel like it really teaches you patience and teaches you how to care for things. So I think having like plants and flowers is a great addition to your house. Try giving it a go. Obviously, if you don't vibe with it, if you don't like it, you can always use something that's unnatural, aka pampas, which I think is a great way to kind of make your home look expensive and to have little accents of pampas grass everywhere in the house. And I had like one on my bedside table, I had one on my dining table, I had one on my shelf. Everybody really appreciated it. And it's obviously a very durable thing, right? You don't need to keep buying it again. There's no real like maintenance for it. There are lots of different retailers that sell pampas this on Amazon, and I will link them down below for you. So yeah, that's kind of the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new from it. I hope the links and resources that I provided in the description box help you and are good enough for you. And let me know what kind of other videos relating to home decor you want to see. I feel like I'm really into tablescapes as well. Like having a nice like table decoration is like totally my thing, so I was thinking I'll do that next. But then again, I also kind of want to do like a Myntra haul, so everything I picked up from Myntra that's like looked good in my house and I totally want to recommend. So let me know what you're into, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like if you like this video, and I will see you in my next video.